This is not just a road trip. It's a journey into the heart of the Caucasus. We travel over 2,000 kilometers from Bulgaria to Georgia, across busy roads, rugged off-road tracks, and snow-covered trails. It's about more than just reaching a destination. It's about the people we meet, the places we visit, and the challenges we face along the way. This is the 4x4 Lab, and this is our overland adventure into one of the most captivating corners of the world. Welcome to Georgia. To reach Georgia, we traveled almost 2,000 kilometers from Bulgaria through Turkey on the busy roads along the Black Sea coast. Freya handled it pretty well. After 3 days, we finally reached the border with Georgia. And here is what to expect.
I would say the border between Turkey and Georgia is quite busy, and there are no signs in English, there are no people speaking English. They wanted the passenger to go on foot. I have no idea where she went. Only needs to be one person per car, per vehicle, which is the driver. I'm assuming everyone who's not a driver is going through that tunnel over there, but we'll ask Mirela later and see if I'm correct or not. Update: 1 hour wait was just the Turkish side, so you need at least 3 hours to enter Georgia.
In the end, it actually took 5 hours. Let's see how it went for the passenger.
So what happened after we got separated? I'm curious.
It was the worst experience of my life.
Alright, let's not get into too much detail here. With the hour growing late, we decided to spend the night in Batumi, a city of contrasts. However, this allowed us to sample some of Georgia's famous traditional cuisine, and everything was absolutely delicious. Freya loved the khachapuri.
So we're ready to hit the track, and for today we have to climb 2,700 meter high peak and then explore the mountaintops of Georgia.
Quickly reaching the beginning of the track, I am airing the tires down from highway pressure and getting ready for the road ahead. Needless to say, the gorgeous mountain views accompany us on every corner.
This is the first spot that I have marked as suitable for camping, and it's wonderful even though there are still a lot of clouds everywhere, so the view is obscured.
Still you can see a wide open space, nice grass, and you can still see there is unmelted snow here. I think it's a very good spot. Freya found some snow and it's obviously a lot of fun. Pure happiness. This is a really nice spot. They have done these cabins that are open. You can use them with a window towards the ravine. You have fireplaces, barbecues, and even showers. So a really nice place that is free for everyone to use. But folks, please take care of all these places like this. Make sure you leave no trace and leave them as you have found them, or even in a better condition. And as we were about to get comfortable, a local stopped by.
Это чистоган домашний, без сахара.
Самогон.
Russian is the common tongue.
Ну все равно, что была счастливая дорога всегда. Да. Желаю удачи.
Спасибо.
И за встречу, ребята. Я за рулем тоже там. Больше не видел.
On the right, how not to drink. On the left, how you should drink in Georgia. We just met with this person and he wanted us to try a homemade rakia.
Спасибо.
Первая дама, всегда так.
Такая.
Это закон тайги. Первая надо даму уважать.
So a 60-degree rakia.
5 дней. Варна, Истанбул, Самсун, 5 дней.
First experience with the locals? Not bad. But there was a problem. Unfortunately, it just so happened that the Ford has his clutch done for. So it looks like we're going to have some company for dinner.
Здоровья желаю, удачи, успехи в жизни. И гуляйте, короче. Пока есть здоровье, гуляйте.
Миналата година.
The next day, the weather is looking better. Let's go climb that peak. These high villages that are above 2000 meters are only inhabited during the summer, because in the winter there is more than 5 or 6 meters of snow. This is one of the things that the good man from yesterday told us about. The track is not looking good. We are almost at the peak and the things are looking dire. We came forward to check the track, but it's pretty washed out. I don't know how much you can see on camera, but here it's a 1.5 meter gap, and that's pretty much all that's left from the road. Besides, the weather isn't looking promising, so I think it is better to continue our trip without risking too much damage to the vehicles on this almost impossible pass, the peak. So we turned around, but faced another problem shortly after. A large section of the track is completely covered by deep snow, and there is no end in sight. So, in these sort of circumstances, you have to think outside the box. So, instead of taking the road that is on the snow, we are going to make a new road and see where it leads. The patrol will be up ahead because he is lighter, has bigger tires, and if I get stuck, I can hook the winch to the patrol. Unfortunately, there is no end in sight for this snow because the entire slope is a northern slope, so there is snow everywhere. We've walked, then drove some more, then walked again, but it's just relentless. So we're going to turn around the same path and drive in a totally different route than what we have planned, but it's the mountain. It's unpredictable, so you have to be flexible in your plans and improvise. Just look at it. There is absolutely no way you can drive this unless it has been pre-cleared by specialized equipment. I would say at least 4 meters. When visiting a new country, I think it's always interesting to see how people live, especially in rural settings, like this. We found a nice spot with a scenic view to set up camp for the night. next morning, Freya met a friendly local. I think we all had a very good night's sleep at this beautiful campsite. And as for today's plan is to continue our high mountain vistas at 2000 meters and above. Hopefully the weather will be better. I see there are fewer clouds than yesterday, but still the peaks are obscured. So, well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. There are many interesting villages that rest in the high mountain areas of Georgia. Some are abandoned and some are inhabited only during the summer months. Life there still involves unpaved roads, agriculture, and people follow the traditional methods. It's a window into the past that is right here in the present for you to experience if you dare to embark on an adventure. These villages that rest on lush, flower-strewn meadows combined with some of the best mountain scenery that you will find in this part of the world, well, it's no wonder that Georgia's rural areas are a preferred destination for us overlanders. I cannot even say where the road used to be anymore. I'm assuming it has been washed out by the melting snow over there. But in any case, we have to make our own way to the next point. And because this road does not connect any villages, it is not maintained and it has been pretty much taken over back by nature. We found another patch of snow, but this time Freya won't be the only one to play and have some fun in it. Anyway, I mean, you can't blame a man for having some fun every once in a while, right? Now, we must move on because we are a long way from the spot I have planned for camp. We stumbled upon an abandoned site along the track, and at least I was eager to stop and explore it. This building behind me used to be the border police of Georgia. This used to be the border with Turkey, and now since the borders has been moved a bit further away, the roads here are not in use anymore, which explains why they're in such a deteriorated state. But here you can see the posts, you can see the fence, and I guess this has been the patrol site. And Freya is the only company I have when exploring such abandoned buildings, because Mirella, well, she's afraid. Me and Freya just came back from exploring the buildings and were greeted by machine guns.